guys, welcome back. I'm Tanelia and this is Ouyang Beauty. Today we're going to be doing some swatches and an eye look and just kind of a first impressions of the Aura and Out Colourpop palette. This is part of their tie-dye series. I also picked up this set of face sponges. These are called the Full Beat Blending Sponge Kit. You have a velvet detail, hourglass, complexion, and silicone. I have been wanting these for a while. They were sold out. They're back in stock. As far as I know, they're still in stock. I have not had a chance to actually pull these babies out. But when I do get to play around with them, I will let you know in a future video what I thought of them. I may use one in a future Get Ready With Me or something, but I would definitely let you know in the future whether or not these sponges lived up to my expectations. Like I said, the Aura and Out collection is part of Colourpop's new tie-dye collection. There are 3 palettes in the collection. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the full collection so you guys can see what's in it, and I'll throw up some pictures up here to show you as I walk through it. I figured out how to put pictures up here in the corner. I've been using this editing software for about 3 months, and I just now figured out how to do that. Total game changer. Now, whenever Colourpop launches something new, you know that they never launch just palettes. There's always like a full-blown collection with it. Face milk, highlighters, blushes, whatever. In this tie-dye collection, there are 3 new eyeshadow palettes. You have Miss Bliss. Miss Bliss is kind of a corally pink kind of color scheme in that palette. I have other palettes with similar color stories, and the shades are like really similar to some of the other ones I have in my other Colourpop palettes. That's the reason why I didn't get that one. And in a Trance is a purpley themed one. Same thing as the Miss Bliss. The one that I got was the Aura and Out. And Aura and Out is the green themed palette. I absolutely love that color scheme. Now you guys know how much I love green in general, so that was the one that spoke to me the most, so that's the one that I picked up. The collection also includes 2 new Super Shock highlighters. The first one is You're a Trip, which has kind of a pinky undertone to it. There's a little bit of flexi glitter in it, as you can see from up here. The other one is Manifest That. Manifest That is more of a gold theme. That one kind of reminded me a little bit of the one from the new Mood collection, which is called The Real Thing, which I have right here. I have both of the ones from that particular set. This one is, like I said, The Real Thing, and the other one was kind of pinky, and that one was called You're a Catch. The 2 highlighters in this collection are also big, like this one. I do not like this one or You're a Catch. They're very big and bulky, hard to store. Pan size is huge. You know you're never going to hand this, and they're really, really hard pressed. From what I saw in reviews, the formula in the ones in this collection are not as hard pan, but still, just knowing how big these are, I knew I would never get through them, and there's just no reason for me to get them. There's also a shimmering dry oil that's part of their sister brand, Soul, and that one is called Rainbow Glow. And then you have a new glitter gel, which is called Glam Rock, which I'll put up here. And they also have the coconut milk, which is part of the full bundle. I'll put the picture up here real quick so you can see what the full bundle looks like. But the coconut milk, as far as I know, is not new. That came out before, but they just included it as part of this bundle in case you wanted to get that with this bundle as well. And the last thing in this collection is a set of new cream gel liners. There's 5 of them in that set. Now we're going to do some swatches and then put together a quick eye look and just kind of see how they perform on the eyelids. But first, I wanted to do some quick comparisons between this palette and the other 2 green theme palettes that Colourpop launched. The first green theme palette that came out was Just My Luck. This one is my favorite. These colors are these are like deep, rich, warm tones. This olive shade right here, that's one of my favorites in the palette. Absolutely love this one. The second green theme palette that Colourpop launched is this one. This is called Meant to Be, and this one is more of a cool toned color story. This one I don't like as much as Just My Luck, mainly because, as you can see, there's not a lot of depth to this one. This is the deepest shade in this palette. This one is called Chill Factor. Even though it looks like it's deep, it's really not. Like when you do an eye look with this one, everything kind of pulls similar together, so it's very monochromatic. It's a monochromatic palette, but the shades look very monochromatic on the eyelids, unlike Just My Luck. And now let's get into Aura and Out. Like I said, you have 2 other palettes in this collection, but this one was the one that just really, really spoke to me. I absolutely love this color story. There's a couple of pressed glitters in here. I know this one is a pressed glitter. I'm not sure about this one. We'll know when we swatch, but I know for sure this one is a pressed glitter. And this one is called Energetics. And Energetics right here, and I know for sure that's a pressed glitter. But I love this color story. You have a coral in here, then you have some beautiful kind of lime greens, just absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and do some swatches and then do a quick look. We're going to do our swatches like we normally do, left to right, and then in each row. So first we have Young Love, which is a white matte. Then we have Energetics, which is that glitter. And then we have Vibes, which is kind of a blue matte with like a little bit of shimmer in it. I do like this blue. That's a white. There's not much to say about white. White is white. And this glitter, I mean, it's pretty, but it's glitter. And you guys know how I feel about a chunky pressed glitter. Second row, Your Vision, Fresh Cut, and New Age. Those are pretty. Last row, we have Solar Hour. That's a matte. Healing Heart. That's a shimmery metallic. And I cannot read this. Soul Sister. Oh, that feels really nice. It's kind of a shimmery metallic there. These two are really, really pretty. All right, so let's go on ahead and throw the shadow on our eyelids. Gonna prime our lids with our Juvia's Place concealer. That's always the first thing that we do. So the question is, where do we start? I think I want to start with Fresh Cut because I wanted to see what these green shadows are like. So we're going to do Press Cut as kind of our transition shade all over the eyelid. So let's lay that down first. I'm very excited to see what these shades look like on the eyelid. That's pretty. It's kind of a lime, yellow, green kind of a shade. So what's going on with you guys? I will tell you guys, I have had a very, very rough week. The beginning of the week, you guys who follow my Facebook page, you already know, so I'm not going to get into that. But to end my wonderful, beautiful week, I lost my wallet. Very, very exciting. The one thing I don't like about this palette is the matte to shimmer ratio. There are literally only 3 mattes in here. Everything else is either shimmer or a glitter. So that makes it a little more difficult to decide what kind of a look we're going to put together. But I think what I'm going to go is I'm going to go into Solar Hour next, and then we'll go into one of these other shades. I think I'm going to lay Solar Power here around the crease area. I wish there was a shade that was a little bit deeper, but, you know, being that it is a tie-dye collection, you know, meaning it's more pastel, I guess it would make sense, you know, that there wouldn't be something super, super bright in here, but I wish there was. Okay, that's literally not doing anything for my crease, like nothing. I think I'm just going to have to go into one of these shimmers and kind of use it as a crease, even though I don't really want to, but I guess I'm going to have to. Let's go into Healing Heart, and we'll lay that around that area and just kind of see what happens. So back to my wallet. Every night, before I go to bed, if I know that I'm going to be going somewhere the next day, I leave my wallet, if I'm taking just my wallet, and anything else that I may need with me, I put all that on my desk, so it's ready to go. So the next morning, all I have to do is grab it with my keys and go. And that's what I did. I did that. It was yesterday, Friday. I went out. I didn't go anywhere else. I just went from the house to the car. The first time that I stopped anywhere was to get gas, and that's when I realized that my wallet was missing. It was not in my glove compartment where I usually leave it. So I called the house, asked my daughter if it was on the desk or by the door anywhere. She said it was not there. Had to go check around that side, said she didn't see it. She looked all around the house. She could not find it. So the only explanation would be that as I was getting in the car, I dropped my wallet on the ground and didn't notice it. That's the only explanation that there could be. Now I'm going to go into this New Age, kind of a blue, powder blue shimmer right there. We're going to put that here, just kind of work our way in. The fact that there are very little mattes in this palette, it makes it very, very difficult to come up with something on its own. I like a palette that when I pull it out, I can use it just by itself and I don't have to combine it with anything else. But I don't know, unless you're just going for a straight pastel look without much of anything else going on, I don't see this palette being something that would just stand alone on its own, you know, without you having to put something else with it. And I don't like putting a shimmer on my outer corner and in my crease area like this. But like I said, there's just not much else to work with. So I ended up coming home and just, you know, canceling all of my cards, sending off for a new ID, because my ID, my debit card, all my credit cards, my kids' insurance cards, everything was in my wallet. So I ended up coming home and just canceling everything and having new things sent out. Luckily, nobody had used any of my cards, my debit card, my credit card, nothing had been used. So that was good. You know, it sucks because I'm going to go, you know, about 5 days on a debit card and about a week or two without my driver's license. But, you know, with everything else going on in the world, it could have been worse. I have some cash. I have my work ID, so I have something. I'm going to do something in the inner corner, and then we'll put something on our lash line and we're finished up. So I'm going to take Soul Sister, which is this bluish green metallic, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner area, and then we'll put something on the lower corner, the lower lash line, and then we'll just finish it up. Yeah, I swear, after this week, it feels like whatever bad mojo has been thrown in the air with 2020 is doing its best to bring me down. But, like I said, it's a lot of stuff happening. Things could be worse. I'm healthy, my family's healthy. I was able to get everything canceled and have new things sent. So all in all, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. This one I think is a super shock formula. That's very, very wet and metallic looking. I like that. I swear, if we were going to be doing like any Pride festivals right now, this would definitely be a look for that. This formula, this color story, definitely be perfect for any kind of Pride or festival themed event. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take Your Vision and Vibes up here. They're sort of mattes, but they're mattes that have the shimmer in them, so they're not full on matte. But there's a little decent enough amount of pigment in there, but we're going to finish this off on the lower lash line with that kind of a matte shimmery shade, and then we'll do our liner and lashes, and we'll finish everything off. I'm going to line my eyes real quick. I'm going to use this Artista liner. This is from AOA. This is in my full face of products from AOA. I really like the fact that this has a really nice, slim tip to it. So it really helps to give you a nice, defined line. We're just going to go ahead and line the lids real quick. Throw on some lashes, and we'll come back, finish off our lips, and do some final thoughts. And we're back. Lashes are done. For lip color, I'm going to throw on this Malibu Glitz Soft Matte Lip Cream. This was part of my AOA video that just recently went up. But I absolutely love this one. It's just, first of all, it's a cute little wine bottle, which I really like. But it has this beautiful kind of an orangey undertone. I'll go ahead and line my lips with my AOA Studio Wonder Lip. This is in Famous, I think. Yes, Famous. The fact, like I said, it's this beautiful kind of an orangey red tone. One of the things I love about this formula is that it dries down. It's a matte cream. It dries down completely. It's a lot of the times a lip color from K-Beauty is a velour mousse kind of a shade, which doesn't really dry down, but this one dries down. Smells like candy. But like I said, it dries down, but it doesn't like dry and crack your lips. It's very comfortable. Some of the matte formulas that I have, once they dry down, they just suck all the moisture out your lips. But this one isn't like that. This one feels very, very comfortable. Now let's do some final thoughts. I do love this color story. I think it is really, really beautiful. I love how my eyelid came out. I feel very, very new agey, especially with my lashes. I have this really pretty, just doe eye look today, which I absolutely love. The only thing I don't like about the palette is the matte to shimmer ratio. There are only 3 real mattes in this palette. This white one, the green, and this kind of core one here. There are 2 other mattes, this one and this one, except they're that matte formula with the shimmers in it, so they're not true mattes. I do wish there was a couple more mattes in here. The shimmers, these 3 right here, all 3 of them are beautiful, and you guys know how I feel about the pressed glitter, but other than that, it's a beautiful palette. This is the only one that I got. I did not get the In the Trance one or the Miss Bliss because I wasn't really like excited about those color stories, but from the reviews that I've seen, those are beautiful palettes too. The last time I checked on the website, I think this one was still available and the Miss Bliss was still available, but like because you could get it as a bundle trio with just the 3 palettes. You could get each one of them individually. You get the giant bundle with everything in it. I know the bundle sold out. The collection, from what I saw, is not limited edition, so Colourpop should restock it at least once. So if you weren't able to get something you wanted this time, you should be able to get it whenever they restock it. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you hit subscribe and join a little family. We're not big, but we're slowly growing. And if you'd like to be notified of any future videos, be sure to tap the notification bell down below so you'll get those notifications. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.